I wonder if there's an SCP in the far future or the near future where we actually get to meet Dr. One Entertainment himself. And maybe Dr. One Entertainment himself is an anomaly. Now that I read through of his SCPs in this stream, I'm just wondering if that might be a case. It would be interesting. But for now, let's see how interesting the Damaged Fellowship is. Are we talking about the same? Are we thinking about the same fellowship here? Huh? Are we talking about the same type of fellowship? I hope not, because it's damaged apparently. So I don't hope it's the fellowship that I'm thinking about. But in the meantime, YouTube, do your thing, and we shall jump right in. That looks beautiful. God damn. And that looks cool. Okay, so another save. The fourth save of the 5 SCPs we read so far. SCP-1554. By the way, Muncie, are you back? Oh god, Jesus. Is to be kept in a fireproof safe class storage locker inside 629's anomalous meteor wing. Testing is to be conducted under the supervision of Dr. Walters, and all instances of -A produced are to be stored on a case-by-case basis. Viable biological specimens are to be kept inside 629's greenhouse. All fauna created from SB from -A is to be euthanized, dissected, and yes, I'm in and out while I make dinner. Oh, okay, what's for dinner? I had Kackets maternally in Swiss German. It's basically like it's basically like pasta with like bolognese meat, and you have like parmesan on top, and you have apple mousse on the side. It's a very Swiss thing. So I had that for dinner, and afterwards I ate a whole pot of rice. Wait, euthanized, dissected, and incinerated following testing. Yep. Inanimate objects are to be disposed of on a case-by-case basis following inspection. All metallic objects are to be melted. Just chicken and rice with beans tonight. Oh, nice. That's still pretty good, though. I love myself some chicken, and I love myself some rice. Are to be melted down and converted into scrap. All testing is to occur in a room with a waterless fire extinguishing system. No flame tests are to be carried out on SCP-1554 under any circumstances. SCP-1554 is a copy of the book The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien, published in 1969 by Press. Of course it is. It is. SCP-1554 is in a very poor condition for its age, with several pages being marked with pen, pencil, and crayon, moderate water damage to later chapters, and the entirety of the chapter in the House of Tom Bombadil being missing. Isn't that the chapter that like didn't get filmed? Because like I heard like there's a couple stuff in the Lord of the Rings books that the movies just completely glossed over because it was not necessary. But of course, as a book, you can world build. So is that one of them? That's like just is that one of those chapters? By itself, SCP-1554 will gravitate to the nearest flat, dry surface and will stand on end, opening itself to the first undamaged page. The act of damaging any page of SCP-1554 in any way produces an instance of -A. -A are items that form themselves out of page of SCP-1554 that has been damaged in some way. Let's continue reading because I'm interested in like what the physics behind that is. The instance of -A varies depending on the type of damage caused to SCP-1554. Water damage typically produces quasi-biological specimens. Tearing out pages of SCP-1554 produces small, often autonomous sculptures depicting sceneries and characters from the Fellowship of the Ring. And marking on pages produces inanimate, usually damaged objects such as clothing or weaponry. So this is a page that I got. Wait, SCP-1554 upon discovery with -A-1 in foreground. Note that the attached tag photograph taken by Agent Emma Tyler. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's pretty dope. If I saw that in the library, I'd be like, this is... Or in a bookstore, I'd be like, nah, you guys know what's up. So this is a page that got torn. And then the page just became the... Is that? Is that one of the hobbits? Or am I just projecting my own, like... Maybe I'm projecting. But yeah, okay, that's pretty neat. That's an SCP that I would say in real life would be pretty cool to have. Of course, your book gets destroyed, but it would be pretty cool to see what happens. Finally, burning the page of SCP-1554 causes a sudden gravitational shift of approximately g in a random direction, invariably resulting in severe injuries and major damage to all individuals and objects within 5-meter radius of SCP-1554, including 1554 itself. Typically, gravitational anomalies will continue until SCP-1554 is extinguished. Okay, now that's cool. Everything else I was down for, but gravity changing and making me hurt myself with that thing, that's cool. Addendum: sample log of tests performed on SCP-1554. None. Front cover was damaged. An X was drawn on the front cover using a felt tip pen. So resultant SCP-A instance, no reaction from SCP-1554. Okay. Passage use prologue concerning pipeweed, page 8. -A-4 is a species of Nicotiana resembling Nicotiana rustica. Analysis shows that -A-4 has a relatively low concentration of nicotine. Upon incineration, a large quantity of smoke was produced, described as smelling vaguely sweet and homely. Oh, it's the good old, hobbit weed. In this picture here, it says non-viable instance of -A deformations and due to simultaneous markings damage and water damage. Again, would be pretty cool to see that like in a bookstore made out of paper though. Would be pretty dope. Book 1, Chapter 1, A Long Expected Party, page 27. Crossing out of a page using number 2 pencil. Damaged page was converted into -A-10, a large rocket-type firework. Oh yeah. -A-10 was disposed of in a nearby bomb disposal range due to the possibility of damage to the casing causing instability. -A-10 was detonated with no anomalous effects. Book 2, Chapter 5, The Bridge of Khazad-dûm. Tearing out page 265. -A-21 was an inanimate model of what is believed to be the Balrog encountered in this chapter. -A-21 was on fire at time of emergence and was quickly extinguished to prevent damage to SCP-1554. Extinguishing resulted in the formation of 15 new -A instances due to moisture damage, waterless fire extinguishing systems installed following this test. There's a lot of things you gotta think about because it's made out of paper. Incident 7. SCP-1554 was ignited due to the cigarette lighter smuggled into the testing chamber by D7, a known pyromaniac of... When will you learn? Especially like with like a known pyromaniac, you should have probably checked his pockets. Just saying. I'm just saying you should have probably checked his pockets. Following this, -7 was thrown against the northern wall of the testing unit and reported severe difficulty moving and breathing as SCP-1554 continued to burn. Yeah, because gravity fucking changed. SCP-1554 appeared to use gravity as a self-defense measure in a similar manner to 2919. A link between these two anomalies has yet to be established. D7 was ordered to smother the flames by rolling over SCP-1554, but was unable to comply due to the strength of the gravitational force. Fire extinguishing system activated. D7 expired due to the lack of oxygen in the testing chamber. Oh, that's also an issue. Okay, great. Addendum. The following document was found written on the back of SCP-1554's original catalog called in the university's library. The card was attached to a length of string intended for use as a bookmark. Right, enough of this. Enough of you lot tearing up bits and pieces of this work. I've had it with you lot tearing up Tolkien's work. You simply don't understand the man. He's a gift to English literature, and if you ruin one more fucking page, there will be consequences. The more you destroy, the more you shall create. Words are art. Respect them. You better fucking respect. Respect J.R.R. Tolkien and his work. If you don't. If you don't, I'm gonna set this book on fire and gravity's gonna go fucking crazy. It's gonna go nuts, dude. There's nothing you can do about it either.